Morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank God it's Friday, right? Bloody hell, it's been a long week. Yeah, it's been a bloody long week. I'm actually filming this at 9:30 in the morning. I do head to TalkSport as soon as I finish filming this. And when I come back, that's it. I'm just going to rest and chill. I'm not doing anything on the weekend. Nothing whatsoever. Yeah, I just want to quickly mention something. I made a mistake in yesterday's video. Jerry Forrest, a lot of you pointed it out. Thank you for pointing it out. Hands up, made a mistake. I spoke about the fact that he had tested positive for something and that he had a ban and received a $10,000 fine when in fact he had tested positive for taking marijuana, which isn't the same, is it? It's not the same at all as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, apologies for that. I should have read the article a bit more. I just quickly saw a line and didn't read the full article. I'm sure if I read the full article, it would have said marijuana. But a lot of you pointed it out. Thank you for all you people that have pointed it out. So yeah, I wish I could just remove that from the video and just cut it out, but I can't. The video's up there now. But yeah, hands up, made a mistake. And look, you're gonna make mistakes in videos. Obviously, some of the eagle-eyed people always point out mistakes, but you're gonna make them. You're gonna make them, especially the amount of videos I make and how fast I talk and how quick. You know what it is? I think the problem is I don't really go into all the articles. I just read a line and then quickly talk about it. I mean, I could go into all the articles, but then this video will become a fucking 45-minute video. And ain't no one watching a 45-minute video. So yeah, apologies for that. And thank you to everyone that pointed out that mistake. I say mistake, it's not a mistake. But what it was marijuana, where I probably on the video made it sound like it was something a lot stronger than marijuana, which for me, I mean, isn't like, that's not a performance enhancing drug. Although some people say it is, I don't believe that is at all. All right, let's get to the day's news and then we can get ready for work. Okay, the big news is that we now have a date, Luke Campbell, Ryan Garcia. We knew the fight was coming. That pretty much got confirmed when 2-3 months ago that they were going to fight each other. It seemed to stall. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. COVID-19 is the reason why it stalled. But now we're back. We're back. We have a date. It's going to happen. That date is the 5th of December. That date is also the same date for SPENCE-GARCIA. Go figure, right? You wait for buses to come along and they all come along at the same time. Now, people out of the UK might not even understand what that means, but everyone in the UK, particularly London, knows exactly what I mean. So we'll talk about the fact that they put these two events on the same day in a minute, but Garcia Campbell, can't wait for it. I really can't wait for it. Is Ryan Garcia special? We'll soon find out because Luke Campbell is one tough test for him. Really is. I mean, this is actually a very big step up for him, considering who he's been fighting. Let me have a look at his box rec quickly. $20-0. All right, so Francisco Fonseca, no. Romero Duno, no. Jose Lopez. Boy, this is, I mean, he's been fighting guys with decent records, but again, if I was to go deep into those records, I can find a lot of holes there. So, yeah, this is a big step up against Luke Campbell. Remember Luke Campbell, let's not forget, Olympic gold medalist. I think that's almost forgotten sometimes. Olympic gold medalist, not just Olympic gold medalist, he won European titles, world titles, all these Commonwealth, literally a very highly decorated amateur who, as a pro, apart from that night against Mendy where he got beat fair and square, but I'm not going to make excuses for him, but there was a lot going on outside the ring. I mean, if you guys know Luke Campbell's story, you fully understand it, a lot going on. But apart from that one, I mean, no shame in the Jorge. That was a very good Jorge Linares, and that was a split decision. I actually said he'll win that fight. He lost it by split decision. And against Loma, I thought he performed well. I mean, Loma just had to really dig into that bag of tools to get the win, but I thought he performed well against Loma. I mean, he showed how good a boxer he is against Loma. Because, again, that was a very much a purist boxing match. Like, if you're a pure boxing fan, you would have loved that and appreciated that match. And I did. I really appreciated it. This is such a tough task, I think, for Ryan Garcia. I really do. But who knows, right? Ryan Garcia has blown away the opposition he's been fighting. Who knows where he's ceiling is? We don't know. I kind of know where Luke's ceiling is because, again, yes, it's been close fights, but he's lost to Loma and he's lost to Jorge Linares. So I know the ceiling. I have no idea what Ryan Garcia's ceiling is. No idea. I know that Luke can box. He's very, very long. Luke really, I think, should be at 140. Should be at 140 pounds. He's very, very long. It's gonna be an interesting fight. I just, and look, maybe there's a bit of English bias here, but I feel like Luke's gonna beat him. I feel like Luke could stop him. I feel like Luke's just better, much better. I think Ryan Garcia has faster hands, and we always talk about that, right? Every time he shows us little clips of his hand speed, and everyone goes crazy. I get that, but I just think Luke's the better boxer. The better boxer too, and has been in there against the proven world-level opponents and has done well, right? If Jorge Linares knocked him out, then okay, cool. If Loma knocked him out, then okay, cool. But he's been in there and he's had good spots against both of those guys. It's going to be interesting. It's an interesting one, this. Luke is 33 now. It's been a long career, long amateur career as well. Is there any wear and tear? He hasn't fought since August 2019. That was the last time he fought, and that was Loma. It's a long time ago, right? What's that, 14, 15? No, what was it? November, September, October, 15 months? It's a long time. When was the last time Ryan Garcia fought? Ryan Garcia's last fight was around a year ago. 5th of December. Sorry, no, what am I talking about? 14th of February was the last time he fought. So he's been a bit more active. And obviously he's a lot younger. He's a lot fresher. Man, Luke gonna beat him. The only reason why I'm not fully on board Luke beating him is because we know Ryan Garcia is like the next big thing, right, for Golden Boy in DAZN. Luke at 33 isn't that. Ryan Garcia brings all these social media. Look, it's a big thing. This is a big thing for Ryan Garcia. And if it goes to points, then unfortunately, we know how it works in this boxing game. If it goes to points, then Luke isn't winning. It's that simple. It's the Canelo situation. It's exactly the same thing. Some people might even say it's the Floyd thing. You're not beating these kids on points. You're not. You've got to, like, unless it's like really obvious where you put him down a few times. If it's a close fight, then it's only going to go one way. Ryan Garcia. I don't think it is a close fight. I think Luke Campbell is just better. It's that simple. I think Luke Campbell's a lot better than Ryan Garcia. And I think he'll prove that on the 5th of December. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, credit to both. Fantastic little matchup. Again, this little window for boxing right now is really, really, really good. And I'm happy about it. Let's talk about the fact that Spence-Garcia is on the same day. Spence-Garcia was initially supposed to be, was it November 21st or something? Something like that anyway. And now it's the same day as this one, which is just a joke, innit? Just a joke, especially when you think that Spence-Garcia is on pay-per-view. You wouldn't want anything that could take away the potential of your pay-per-view making as much money as possible, right? So you'll look in the diary and you'll look and say, okay, is there any basketball? No. Good. Any college football? No. Any UFC? No. Anything that could potentially take away from it, you don't want to go up against them. So why would you want to go up against another boxing match? And what is a big boxing match as well? Even if that big boxing match takes 50,000 eyes away from your pay-per-view event, why would you do that? It makes no sense. Honestly, it makes no sense. And for DAZN are going to be upset as well because Spence-Garcia will eat into their sign-ups for Luke Campbell, Ryan Garcia. It will. It will. I mean, no matter how many followers Ryan Garcia has, not all of those followers are going to sign up. That's a fact, right? I think he has, what, 4 or 5 million Instagram followers. Let's see how that translates to sign-ups. I don't think it does, personally. I think those are little girls that like the photos when he takes his tops off. That's it. I don't think they have any interest in the fact that he's a boxer. But we'll see. We'll see. But it is disappointing that it's on the same day. I mean, in fact, it's stupid. It's stupid that it's on that, but I don't know. I'm happy that both of them are on. Now, the only thing that they should do, and I don't know if these guys are in dialogue with each other, I don't know if they talk, they should just put it on at separate times. They've got to like do it where one ring walk. Remember when Canelo was going to fight Kovalev, but the UFC, I think, had on, I think it was the BMF fight between Diaz and Masvidal. And Canelo Kovalev literally had to wait. They actually had to wait until Diaz versus Masvidal had completed, because they knew there's no point going head to head like that. It's just smart. So if you're one or the other, you just wait. Wait until that final fight is done, and then you start your fight. That's the only way it makes sense. But this is boxing, so we're not quite sure. All right, let's look into some of the headlines. Boatsy confident he'll stop Kovalev. Talks Yard and Fury Joshua. Boatsy stop Kovalev? Yeah, I think he would. I think he would now as well, which is crazy when you think about that. But yeah, I think he would stop Kovalev. Kovalev's done now, man. But I hate that. You know what it is? I just hate the idea that they can stop Kovalev. I know it sounds stupid, but I do, because I remember the Kovalev. And I'm sorry, these guys would get smoked by the Kovalev. That Kovalev that came and put the beating on Nathan Cleverly, and no one even knew who he was. I mean, just that guy there, the one that put the beating on Jean Pascal. Oh, that Kovalev was just mean. The one that beat Andre Ward, that Kovalev, they wouldn't even lay a glove, or they might lay a glove on him, but when they do, he piss him off and he'll come for you. Yeah, let's just see Boatsy move up slowly but surely, right? Callum Johnson, Yard, etc., etc., etc. I think we're repeating ourselves now. Luis Ortiz versus Alexander Flores, set for November 7th on Fox. Who is that? Alexander Flores. Let's have a quick look. I saw Michael Hunter tweet, was it like question marks as well as who the hell is this guy? Alexander Flores, 18-2-1. No, God, why is Luis Ortiz fighting this type of fighter, man? I don't know. Joseph Parker fought him in New Zealand, 15th of December 2018, stopped him. So he's probably thinking, if Parker can fight him, I can fight him. Last time he fought was the 7th of November 2019, stopped Mario Heredia, who was 16-7. This is kind of his level, to be honest with you. I'm going to quickly read out, apart from Parker, his opponents have been 11-6, 14-4, 3-5, 4-4, and a Charles Martin fought him as well. Charles Martin stopped him. That was in 2014. All right, whatever. I'm off the Luis Ortiz bandwagon. Remember, I was really on the Luis Ortiz hype train a few years back. Around the first time he fought Deontay Wilder, I really thought he was going to beat Deontay Wilder. Close. But yeah, I'm off it now. I'm off. Like, whatever, right? If anyone has Luis Ortiz in their top 10 heavyweights, then they need to remove him. He hasn't done anything now. I'm done. I'm convinced that he's not that guy. He was that guy. He's not that guy anymore. I was convinced he would come over here, beat Dillian White, beat Derek Chisora, give AJ problems. Not anymore. What else we got here? Rigondo, I'm hungry to fight. Who wants to face me at 118? I always feel sorry when this happens. Like remember when Rigo, there was that period, must have been about 4 or 5 years, no, about 4 years ago, where it was like, my God, Rigo, right? And like, no, what happened? TV didn't like him, promoters didn't like him. Then stepped up to fight Loma and pretty much stunk the place out, didn't he? And that's it. It's difficult to come back from that. He's tried. Remember, he came over here and fought Jezza Dickens, like, which was very random. I think broke his jaw, like one punch, boom. What a great fighter. It's just a little too late now. I'm guessing he's about 40. Have a quick look. Imagine being that old and cutting weight. Yeah, 40. Turned 40, 30th of September. Yeah, it's done, isn't it? Now it's just a case of I need to make as much money as possible. Like, I will fight anyone, and he's gonna take a risk again. I wouldn't be shocked if he does something silly like going up a couple of weight classes just for the paycheck because he's got that name. But he's clearly not the same fighter. I mean, he's still very good, but he's just not going to be the same fighter. You're not at 40 in the lower weight divisions. Although there's not that much wear and tear on his body, you're talking about a guy that had like 400 plus amateur fights or something ridiculous, and now he's 40 years old, cutting weight. It's not that easy, man. Not that easy. That shows how undersized he was against Loma. The fact that he's even talking about, I will face anyone at 118, and he fought Loma at 130. It's madness. Madness, madness, madness. Gervonta Davis, Leo Santa Cruz, All Access will debut on October the 16th. That will be fun. I'm looking forward to that because Gervonta is a bit of a character. Hopefully there is a behind this, it's this kind of full-on All Access, as it says in the title. I felt like we got that with the Mayweather 24/7s. I do miss those 24/7s. I miss the guy that used to narrate it as well. I can't remember his name. Liv Schreiber or something like that. I used to really, really love those. What else have we got here? Just to confirm that Spence versus Garcia has been moved to December the 5th, AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. I'm guessing they're going to have fans there as well. Hearn fires back at Arum over comments on Sky Sports pay-per-view. Let me quickly read into this story so we know what we're talking about before we get it wrong. Okay, it says here, I just laugh, Hearn told Boxing Scene. It's bizarre. On the one hand, you have Todd DeBoeuf, who's Top Rank's president, phoning Sky saying, we just want to do business with Sky. On the other hand, you have Bob Arum saying, I never want to do business with Sky again. There is no one more committed to boxing than Sky over the years. Others have popped in when it is sexy, but over the years, Sky has been there. But just because you are putting a fight on, it doesn't mean a broadcaster is obliged to buy it. It's true. I agree. Obviously, look, Bob Arum's not happy. A lot of people ask me about, let's end on this one. A lot of people asked me about the fact that Sky haven't got the Loma Lopez fight and a couple of other fights as well. Obviously, Sky didn't pick up the Charlos either, the Charlo Derevchenko and the Charlo Rosario. Look, the fact is with Sky, A, money's tight. Money's tight right now. There's no two ways about it. But secondly, these fights aren't free, right? I mean, if, for example, Top Rank want Guy to pick up Loma Lopez, I mean, they want a lot of money for it. They want a lot of money. And the question is, how much do Sky get back from that? I mean, how many people are staying up? I will. And I'm guessing most people that are watching this video will, but there's not a lot of us that will stay up until 4 a.m. to watch it. I mean, so Sky look at it, they're not stupid. There are smart people behind the scenes there. They'll look at that and say, okay, that's just not, those maths don't work, right? There's no point us paying that amount and then putting up at 4 a.m. and we think these amount of people are going to watch it. We don't get our money back. And that's how they look at things sometimes. Same with the Rosario Derevchenko, same with Rosario Charlo, same with Charlo Derevchenko. It's exactly like that. But I think Eddie Hearn's right there in the sense that Sky have been very committed to boxing for a long time. For a long, long time. There were times when I thought Sky might drop boxing. I think we all kind of thought that. We all felt like with this DAZN coming now that Sky might say, you know what, no, but Sky have shown a commitment to boxing. And I'm not just saying that as someone that works for Sky. It's true, right? Sky have been doing boxing for a very, very long time. A lot of people do go in and out of it. And Sky have said, you know, we're going to stick with it. But it does cost a lot. Bob Arum's obviously salty because he wanted Sky to pay to show the Loma Lopez fight. And for us hardcore fans, and, you know, I put myself in that, then, yeah, I would have loved it. But a lot of casual fans don't really know too much about Loma or Lopez. It's true, they don't. So yeah, I'm with Hearn on this one as well. I'm with Hearn, and I'm definitely with Sky on it because it's not cheap to get the rights for some of these fights. It's not cheap. Now, look, if they're giving it to Sky for free, then obviously Sky will take it. But trust me, the money that a lot of these people want for the rights to their fights isn't cheap. And again, you're putting on 4 in the morning. How many people are really staying up for it? Or how many people are just going to wait for the repeats in the morning? Ask yourself the question. Peace and love.